Well, I would say that different women are different. They're angry about different things.
Mm-hmm.
All women, though, I don't know that they would necessarily say they're angry about it, but all women pay a high cost for the threat of male violence. Our physical movements are restricted by this. I, for example, write about stranger rapes and why they're not considered hate crimes and terroristic, because it doesn't matter where you are in the world, women's physical freedom is impeded by constantly having to avoid assault. All the time. Walking to school, walking home from work, traveling, name your thing. Women are being sexually assaulted on buses and trains and bicycles. It doesn't matter where you go. And so there is this threat of violence that restricts us physically and also restricts our ability to speak freely. No one seems that concerned about women's free speech when it comes to the threat of violence. It restricts us professionally because of the fear of retaliation. I mean, we have all of these Me Too stories, but in fact, we have many more that are never told because women need to work and they need to make sure that they have an income. Racism is centrally important to women's lives and makes a lot of people angry, right? But you can't necessarily express that.
And what do you mean by that racism affects a lot of women's lives?
Well, I mean, I think if you look at, for example, the Black Lives Matters movement, it was started by 3 queer Black women, and they were able to use a non-hierarchical organizing system to create a national and then a global movement to address institutionalized racism, to address what it means to have a system of mass incarceration. If you look at the forefront of virtually any social movement, environmental, climate change, pick your movement, you will find women who are actively engaged in challenging status quo power structures. And yet we don't think of those things as quote unquote women's issues. But virtually any issue you can name, you will find women at the forefront.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching the episode. If you're interested in contributing to the conversation and supporting the show, there's 2 easy things you can do. 1, click subscribe, and 2, visit our Patreon page where you get exclusive access to the Exploring Minds community.